Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to begin by giving all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We want to give double honors unto the apostles and the Lazar Great Millstone who do well. Alright, peace and blessing to the saints of Achium, meaning the elect brethren on the four corners of the earth. This is two brothers from Great Millstone, Trinidad, Brother Tazawa and Brother Kwana. Alright, and we're here to do another edifying lesson unto the elected nation of Israel. And we just want to go into the book of Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, and just lament on it a little bit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, so this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, a prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet, right? The prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet. And the word Habakkuk, right, means to embrace. Chaba, cha, chaba, chwa, cha. Right? To embrace. Because in these times, we're going to need the Lord to embrace us, and to embrace someone, is to like, you caress them, you give them a hug, you comfort them. And we're going to need the Lord to comfort us in this time that we're heading into here. Alright? So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, a prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet, upon Saigonot, which is a song, right? Because it was like, in the prayer, he was like how David used to do it. Make music with the prayer. Right? Verse 2, it says, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I have heard of thy speech. What speech of the Lord you have heard of? This is the speech of the Lord you have heard. Right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, and he spread it before me. What he spread before him? Because he told Ezekiel, eat the roll, eat the book. So this is what he's spreading before him, which is this word. Alright? It says, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning and woe. Lamentations, mourning and woe. And the word woe means destruction. And right now we, the nation of Israel, the elect of them, lamenting for the Lord to deliver us. Alright? So you want to go back to the book of Habakkuk. Whenever you want to speak,
Yeah,
want to go back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I have heard of thy speech and was afraid. O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy. And the Lord work is revived because the prophets are here. Alright? The Lord speaking through the prophets, and we speaking out of the book of the Lord. Alright? Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. And this is what we're doing, and we see exactly what is written within this book. Lamentations, mourning and woe. And right now we fastening on the day of destruction. Very quick. Alright, which is right around the corner, the bend that we can see, because the Lord told us in 2nd Ezra.
That's right.
2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You want to speak on it, Art?
Yeah, because the signs at the time showing, and the Heavenly Father is on his way. And only them that the name was found written in the Lamb's Book of Life shall receive that salvation. But to the rest we say woe. To the rest we say woe, because these people have no thought for the Heavenly Father and his ways. But we, day in, day out, meditate upon the things pertaining unto righteousness, which ultimately we seek in their own prosperity. So the Heavenly Father drawing near, and he beginning to show himself unto the earth that he made. Just the soul lacking so much of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that they don't even know that them signs in the sky, all them blood moons and them all these wars and uproars of people. They don't know all these things as signs. Clear-cut signs that the Heavenly Father beginning to show himself more and more and visit the earth which he had made. You see?
Come, this is the book of Genesis, just to back you up real quick. Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14, because you make mention of blood moons and the different signs that are appearing in the heavens, right? This is Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. And the Heavenly Father, Elohim, said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
That's right.
Because they said let them be for signs and for seasons. And now we in the sign or the season at the time of judgment where the Lord is about to bring wrath upon the earth. As the brother was no lamenting, alright, on 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter. The measuring stick, the Heavenly Father is drawing nigh to bring this place to an end.
That's right. Beautiful.
Right? Just want to go back to the book of Habakkuk. Slack. Yeah, so we're back to the book of Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, and the 2nd verse. It says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. So now the speech what we heard, which is these prophecies which the Lord have us speaking, which he said measure down the time diligently in itself, because he told us to eat the roll, and now we're seeing the signs at the times, alright? We're seeing that the day of the Lord fasting to come. And the day of the Lord ain't going to be a day of sweet roses and dental JC. It ain't going to be about that. It's going to be of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, sending his only begotten Son, which is Yahushai, to bring judgment upon this place. It goes on to says, I heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy. Because in that time, the Heavenly Father, alright, of his only begotten Son, it ain't going to be a day of joyfulness to the wicked. The Lord coming with great wrath. The scripture says, the Heavenly Father. I'm going to get a precept. There's Isaiah. Isaiah 66. Before I go to that one, look at this one real quick. Joel chapter 2 and verse 2. I read from verse 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai cometh. Right. For it is nigh at hand.
Yeah, the Lord is nigh at hand. And that is a day. The scripture says, to what end? Who unto you that desire the day of the Lord? For what end is it? For it is a day of thick clouds. You see? Then them chariots and them appear in the sky, and all the tribes of the earth, as Matthew chapter 24 would going to tell you, all the tribes of the earth going and mourn. Even 2/3 of his own people, because they despise the very said thing that would eventually enter them into eternal life. What a dilapidated state for people to be in. They despise the very salvation. That is some fucked up shit, you know.
That's right.
For somebody to despise the very said thing that gonna make them obtain salvation, you know, out of the dilapidated state that they're in. But we need that day of the Lord to come. Let the destruction come, so that afterwards it can have a paradise.
A mat.
Must have the cleansing before it have the rebirth. You know?
It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spreadeth upon the mountains. And what going to cause this day of great darkness? Alright? Because when we go back into the book of Habakkuk and reading on down, which we will do, you see, Habakkuk was asking the Lord, in wrath remember mercy. Mercy to who? Mercy to the ones who have sincerely believed and hope in the salvation of the Lord. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 26. And you know, let me just read it real quick. Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 26. It says, it is good that man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because in that time, in wrath remember mercy. For He to show you mercies, for He to deliver you.
Can't.
You know, for He to give you that comfort, to give you that peace of mind.
That's right.
Because this time around, it ain't gonna be no swing low with no bouquet of flowers. It ain't gonna be that your money gonna deliver you in that time.
That's right.
It ain't gonna be anything like that. It's only gonna be the faith and the hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to deliver you once He is part of the Lord's elect.
That's right.
Just want to touch back the book of Joel and finish it off and go back to Habakkuk. Joel chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. They had not been ever like. They had not been ever like. Neither shall there be any more after it. Why? Because this war is the last war, which is the last world war for the last destruction. You know that they say you keep the best for last?
That's right.
Because the Lord about to rain fire upon Idumea, alright, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. And it says, there had not been ever like, neither shall any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Right.
And after this destruction, the wrath of the Lord be past, it ain't going to have any of this no more. Because the brother make mention and say, this is when the Lord kingdom going to be set up. You know that after we be saved out of this destitute place,
that's right,
the kingdom of heaven going to be established where they will learn more, they will learn war no more. And this is why we need the mercies of the Lord to be delivered out of this that we are about to face here. That's because right. Esau going to come down, which is our Friday microchip, alright, which is the mark of the beast. Then World War I is going to take forth. You know, on a whole set of wars simultaneously going to be happening upon the face of the earth. The scripture say, men's face shall wax pale. Pain is going to take up upon some of them. Let's go back to the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2, select Habakkuk chapter 3. And verse 3 says, I read over verse 2, it says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech, and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy. Because they what we go and seek for. We go and seek that mercy of the Heavenly Father. This is Psalms. Let's speak on this one. Psalms chapter 119. Psalm chapter 119 and 120 says, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments.
Because the scripture also saying in I believe it's Hebrews that it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father. But the righteous, right? When you live in righteously, right, you will have confidence that when the Father brings His judgment, you'll be able to stand holy. The Apostle Paul obtained that like faith, and we aspire to attain that type of faith too, so that when the Heavenly Father shall appear, we will be confident that we're not going into condemnation. You see, because to stand before the presence of the Heavenly Father is a thing that could bring you to your knees. That will bring even the most righteous man, bring him to your knees. How shine does bow before your Father. You understand? So, knowing that we're dealing with such a just and powerful power, we ought to do everything that we could do to please Him. You see? Do what it is necessary so that we could enter into not having to wonder if we be pleasing Him enough. You see? Reach that state. Run our race. Can.
To back you up.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. It says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Can is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai don't regard no person. Job was making a righteous run, and the Heavenly Father, it pleased the Heavenly Father to try him in the way that he was tried in. You see, it's not him that will it, not him that run it, but the Heavenly Father that choose it. with you shall be tried. And you have to hold your ground. This is all part of why you should fear the Heavenly Father. You know, and try your best to, you know, do as much charity as you could, because charity is the only thing that could cover for much sin.
Being for much sin. Charity and being in much sin.
Yeah, for a multitude of sin, it cover it. You understand? Yeah.
Come. So, hey, the Heavenly Father coming to bring judgment on Abaratazah. You know, the Lord show mercy. You know, chesed in the Hebrew, or chesedium, be merciful. You know, to the men that sigh and cry. One day is part of the elect, and he's going to show that mercy to the elect. Abaratazah is part of the elect. And there's the prayer of Habakkuk, where he was crying unto the Lord in order to remember mercy. Because the wrath of the Lord going to come upon you. The precept I just read for the brother in Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31 is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. 2/3 of Israel along these hidden nations going to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and His Son. They're going to fall into His hands. And the scripture says in Exodus 15 and verse 3, it says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is a man of war. So you can't go and try to go against the God of armies, the God of hosts. Alright? The God of Sabaoth, God of armies. You ain't going to withstand. You ain't going to withstand against that great king.
Not at all.
That is the reason why the title was given Most High. There is nothing above him. And he gave all dominion into his son's hand. And Yahushua, the scripture says in Isaiah 42, alright, and verse 19 around there, says Yahushua gonna come with that great shout like a woman in travail, you know, to render vengeance. He waiting to bring that vengeance. That vengeance is part of the wrath. And that is what the elect, you know, hoping, we're not hoping, it's going to be a short thing. It's going to be a short thing. They're going to receive the mercies of David in that time. You know? So, you know, we hope this, I think this is excellent. Yeah, so, you know, we hope this lesson was edifying unto the elect, to the nation of Israel. You know, we want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We want to give double honors unto the apostles and the letter great millstone who do well. Peace and blessing to the saints and our coming in the elect. The brethren to put Persian shoot on the four corners of the earth. For what lama ball, a ball, Shalom.
Shalom.